Cool, so lifting up your right leg nice and high. Bend the knee and roll your right hip open. Bring your right foot all the way in between your hands. And then lift yourself up into what's called a high lunge. So lift yourself all the way up, arms come up. As you come up, you might wobble a bit. It's great, bend a little bit deeper. Try and scoop the pelvis forward a bit. Feel it in your left hip, and then bring your hands down to either side of the right foot. Step back into a plank position. Hover down, so drop your knees, chest down. Breathe in and lift the chest up. And then breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Good. Left side, lift the left leg up nice and high. Bend the left knee, roll the hip. Bring the left foot all the way in between your hands. And then lift the hands to the sky. So the back leg, you can try it out. Like if you stretch it out, maybe just engage it a bit more. If you soften it, it takes the pressure off your lower back a bit more. Bend a little bit deeper. Feel it in your right hip. Good. Bring the hands to either side of your left foot. Step the left foot back into a plank position. Hover down. Inhale as you lift the chest up. Come onto the tops of the feet. Breathe out. Lift the bottom all the way back up. Good. You're not being assisted. Start to lift the right leg up high. Now it's behind you. Bend the knee and roll the hip. Bring the right foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands up. As they come up, turn the back heel down and open up into this, it's called a warrior two. Good. You can shake your arms out if you like to. Bend back into it. Push the hands away from each other. Feel it in your hips. Maybe check if your knee and your ankle are in line, as that will protect the joints. Good. Bring the hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back into a plank. Hover down, knees, chest down. Breathe in and lift the chest up. And as you breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up into your down dog. Good. Left leg starts to lift up nice and high. Bend the knee and roll the hip. Bring the left foot in between your hands. Lift the hands up. And then turn the back heel down and open up into this little warrior two. Good. So as you bend into your left leg, see if you can push the outside edge of the right foot, and that will switch on the buttocks and the leg a bit more, nice and stable. Look over your left hand and breathe into what you can feel. Now bring the hands either side of the left foot onto the floor. Step the left foot back into a plank. Hover down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. And as you exhale, lift the bottom all the way back up into a down facing dog. Good. And we repeat, we build. Right leg lifts high, bend the knee, roll the hip. Bring the right foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands to the sky, turn the back heel down and open up into the warrior two. Flip the right palm, come forward, keep the legs exactly as they are, just tilt the top body. Where do you feel this? In the right side of your body. Come all the way back up into a warrior two. Bring the hands either side of the right foot onto the floor. Step the right foot back into a plank. Hover down. Inhale as you lift the chest up. And then breathe out. Lift the bottom all the way back up. Yes, team. Left leg lifts high. Bend the knee, roll the hip. Bring the left foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands to the sky. Turn the back heel down, open up into a warrior two. Flip the left palm, go forward, and then reverse it. It's just like all of these rib cage bits. Hopefully gets a nice opening. Come all the way back up into a warrior two. Bring the hands either side of the left foot onto the floor. Step back into a plank. Hover down. Breathe in, lift the chest up. Try and keep a softness in the elbows when you come up into an up dog. Then breathe out, lift the bottom up into a down facing dog. Good. Right leg lifts up nice and high. Bend the knee, roll the hip. Bring the right foot in between your hands. Lift the hands to the sky. Turn the back heel down, open up into a warrior two. So it's like a little bit of a dance. Come forward, reverse. You want to bind? You can bind if you like. Come all the way back up. Now you're going to straighten your right leg. Maybe wiggle the back foot in a touch. Importantly, right, you've got to make sure this front leg is strong, not dumping. You've got to protect your joints. Come forward, bring the right hand to the inside edge of the right shin. I only go about like knee height, but it's up to you. And then lift the left arm towards the sky. This is called a triangle pose. And you might feel it on the insides of the legs, you might feel it other places. Breathe into what you feel. Good. Look down at the big toe on the right foot, bend into the right knee, come back up into a warrior two. Wiggle out a bit, and then bring the hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Step back into a plank position. Hover down. Inhale as you lift the chest up. Breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Really make sure you're pulling up through your tummy as you lift your bum up to protect the back. Left leg lifts high. Bend the knee, roll the hip. Bring your left foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands up. Turn the back heel down and open up into this warrior two. Good. Flip the palm. Reverse it. Come all the way back up into this starting position, warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Wiggle the right foot in a bit. And so really try and draw yourself forward. Engage the legs. You bring the left hand to the inside of the left shin or the outside. Make sure the back leg is also nice and strong. Feel it. Pull your tummy in. Good. Look down at the big toe on your left foot. Bend into your left knee. Come back up into a warrior two. Swing your hands either side of your left foot. Step back into a plank position. Hover down. Breathe in and lift the chest up. Breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up. Right leg lifts up. Nice, nearly last little bit. Yeah, bend the knee, roll the hip. Bring the foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands to the sky. And turn the back heel down, open up into warrior two. Good. Flip the palm, come forward. And then reverse it, bind if you like it. Come back up into a warrior two. So each time you're repeating and building, and each time your body just gets a little bit warmer into those areas. Bring the right arm onto the right thigh, and then you can lengthen the left arm towards the front. Option one. Option two, if you want to go a bit deeper, you can always drop your right hand to the floor and lengthen your left arm out. This is called an extended side angle. Breathe. If you want to bind, you can bind. You're going to hold it for 2 more deep breaths. Try and draw your left shoulder back and the right shoulder forward. And wherever you are, you're now going to release yourself down. Keep the left hand planted, lift the back heel up, lift the right arm to the sky and twist. Good. Bring the right hand down onto the floor. Step back into a plank position. Hover down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. Breathe out as you lift the bottom all the way back up. Good. Left leg lifts high. Bend the knee, roll the hips. Bring the left foot all the way in between your hands. Lift the hands up. And turn the back heel down, open up into this warrior two. Good. Flip the palm, come forward, reverse it. One more. Come all the way back up. Bring the left elbow to the left thigh. And then lengthen into the extended side angle. Okay. So you're good, you got your options. If you want to press into the outside edge of the right foot, that switches on your legs and makes you more stable. Go deeper if you want to drop the left hand. Breathe, everybody. Go deeper if you want to bind. Don't if you don't want to. Yes, scoop the bottom under a little bit. Hold it for 2 more deep breaths. And then release yourself all the way down. Right hand plants, lift the back heel, lift the left arm to the sky and twist. Step back into a plank position. Hover down. Breathe in as you lift the chest up. Breathe out as you lift the bottom all the way back up. Good. Great work, team. Drop onto your knees, come into a little child's pose.